streets welcomed you with open arms. He had seen friends lose their lives to the streets, and he vowed that that would never be him. All it took was one mistake, no matter how big or how small, and that would be it. He was young for his age and already had seen way too many mothers cry and babies left behind. At 10, his older brother was sentenced to life in prison. He was determined never to be a statistic if he could help it. He didn't even have a girlfriend because he was too afraid of getting a girl pregnant. He knew he had a slim chance to make it, and he wanted to do everything right. He wanted the wife and the kids, but not before he was ready. Cause he saw how real the struggle was, watching his own mother work herself to the bone to take care of him and his older brother by herself. And his heart would ache for her, especially after his brother got locked up. He saw how much it killed her. She did everything she could to provide for them, and for his brother to end up behind bars was a heavy blow. He knew everything relied on him. He had to make her hard work pay off. Even if he didn't do it for himself, he'd do it for her. Friends would tease him and bug him to come out to the club and turn up, but he was more interested in reading and studying. He knew what he wanted, and he knew it would take everything he had to pull it off, and he wasn't taking any chances. And as the years went by, he would get calls telling him that one of his homeboys from school was killed, and another one had been locked up and was facing a few decades in prison. Malcolm was never one to say he told you so, but he was certainly happy with his decision to stay on the path that he was on. All the other ones were dead-end roads, and it was just a matter of time. So whenever he got any news about people he used to mess with, it was just to reaffirm what he already knew. He was doing this for everybody, not just his mother, but for his brother and his friends who passed or were locked up behind the wall, and every person in his neighborhood that would never make it out. He was doing it for all of them. He felt like it was his duty, and he was determined to persevere until he made it. And eventually, Malcolm got the house on the hill, and the wife, and the children. The unfortunate part was that his mother passed away before she was able to see it, or meet her grandkids. But nonetheless, she died happy, knowing that her son wasn't gonna be like everybody else, knowing that his life would be his to live.